Hey guys, it's Bogan from Keep It Real, and I just want to say welcome to our team. Now, what we're going to talk about right now is how to eat, and this is going to be your guide to the paleo diet. You're going to receive an email from me very soon that's going to have a meal plan, which is going to help you jumpstart into this lifestyle of eating this way. But before we get into that, we need to discuss and teach you guys how to eat and how to identify the things that we should have in every meal. If you don't follow this way of eating, you will get zero results in your goals. I promise you that. I promise that if you follow this way of eating, you will get instant results immediately and you will never look back. So look, we're gonna go right into the paleo diet. Now, some of you guys have heard this before, some of you guys have maybe even tried this out before, but I'm gonna break it down very simple. Very easy. One quote that I like to look at a lot is this one up here in the corner. This is one that CrossFit uses quite a bit, and that is to eat meats, vegetables, nuts, and seeds, some fruit, little starch, no sugar. When we're talking about sugar, we don't mean sugar in the fruit, okay? That's gonna be all right for now. What we're talking about is man-made sugar, processed foods, things like that, okay? So make sure we avoid anything like that. And the way I like to look at it is, if I were to live, say, out in the mountains, off-grid, what sort of things could I eat? I could only eat the things that I could hunt or kill, and possibly the things that I can grow from a garden. And that's it. So if you think on that terms, it starts to become just a little bit easier. I'm gonna break it down right now into the three food groups that we wanna start sticking to for every meal. Every meal you eat needs to have one of these three things in it. So the first thing that we want in every meal is protein. The second thing in every meal is carbs. And the third thing we need in every meal is fats. So proteins are things such as animals or anything that used to be alive. Eggs could be on here as well, I didn't add it. But the best things to eat right now that are gonna give you the best results is gonna be beef, okay, so like hamburger meat, steaks, things like that. Any sort of game meat. A lot of you guys are local hunters, so if you have elk or deer or any bird from last season that you still have, that's also good to go. Seafood is good to go. That means any fish or sort of shellfish as well. And then a protein shake if you happen to have it. Now, when I say protein shake, I mean protein. It'll be supplementing one of these things, okay? So some of these shakes that are meal replacements, or, you know, but say maybe some of our friends have sold us, they might not be that good for us right now, and they're not exactly what we're looking for in realms of protein. We want it to replicate one of these. That's usually for us who can't eat in the morning, like myself, okay? Moving on, we're gonna talk about carbohydrates. Now, carbs have been, we've been gotten a lot of misinformation through these last years. So I want to keep it simple. Carbs are fruits and vegetables. That's it. So during this period of time, we only want to focus on the carbs that we can grow, fruits and vegetables. Now, I know bread and pasta, those things come from plants, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about food that you can grow, pick from the ground, and eat right now. You know what I'm saying? The best ones during your time will be asparagus, spinach, broccoli, kale. When it comes to the fruits, I like apples, berries, I like watermelon, nectarines, things like that. But this is just to kind of keep it simple, and these are the ones that I have listed in that meal plan as well, okay? So again, the really rich green ones are good. Now, if you start thinking about other veggies, don't get scared. You can still have your onions, you know, and lettuce and cucumbers and things like that. Anything, again, that you're gonna grow in that garden is gonna be good to go right now. But these might be the best options, especially if you're gonna go through one of our meal plans. Now, when we're talking about fats, okay, we need to be very clear. Fats basically just means these, nuts and seeds, okay? Coconut oils, olive oils, those are the fats that we need. We're not talking about the fat that's on a piece of steak, okay? Well, while that is fat, we're talking about the kind of fats that we're gonna add to a meal, all right? Avocado is probably the best source of fat that you're gonna find right now, and it's also gonna give you energy, okay? Some of you guys don't like it, so the best thing I could suggest is maybe just learn how to make guacamole. Chop some onions up, chop some jalapenos, some tomatoes, squeeze some lime juice on it, boom! You got some good guacamole, and you're ready to go. Fish oils are good as well. If you can go to the store and just buy a little bottle of fish oil, sometimes they run between $5 and $15, depending on what you get, and that's a good source as well. So, to break this down, guys, we have proteins, carbs, and fats, and now we're gonna walk over here and I'm gonna show you a demonstration of what a meal should look like. So let's say here is my plate. Doesn't look like this is working. Here we go. Here's my plate, and I want to have 3 things in that meal. So let's say it's a early breakfast and I want to have a steak for breakfast. And there's nothing wrong with having a steak for breakfast, all right? If you want to have a steak for breakfast, you have a steak for breakfast. Good to go. Next, let's see, what do I want here? Maybe I'll have some steamed asparagus, or maybe I'll throw them on the grill. There's nothing wrong with that either. I'm cooking it. So I'm gonna throw my steamed or grilled asparagus up on there. And then as far as a fat, I don't know, for me, I would probably just put like a half of an avocado right there, maybe a spoonful of it. And there's my meal, okay? I'm eating a steak with some asparagus and avocado. That's a very good hefty meal. When it comes to portions, it just depends on our body types at this time. For most of us right now, especially if your goal is weight loss, just go based off of the size of your hand. So I want a steak roughly the size of my hand, asparagus that will fill my hand as well. When it comes to the avocado, that's quite a lot, so I'll cut that in half, okay? Now, let's look at a different option. Let's say I'm on the go. For example, I get up really early in the morning and I'm here right away, so I don't have time to cook a meal in the morning. So what I do is I have a protein shake, but I need to add these other things into it as well. So I'll have my protein shake and I'll put it in a bottle, and then, you know, it's a good fat that I didn't list actually, and that's almond butter, okay? Almonds are a very good source of fat, but almond butter is a good source to replace that peanut butter. Right now, let's get off the peanut butter, but it's not gonna be long term. We'll be able to go back to that. Now, almond butter, I can just throw right in to my protein shake. And then what am I missing? A carb? I could literally throw any one of these in there, but let's stick to a fruit, right? To make it taste good. Apples or any berries. When I say berries, I mean strawberries, blueberries, raspberries. Bananas count as well. A banana would be really good in this, but strawberries, bananas, it doesn't matter. But you see what I'm doing here, guys? I'm actually trying to start realizing what can I take from these 3 categories. What can I start to learn, fall into these categories, and then how can I apply it to the meal that I'm trying to create, okay? So my advice to you is start off with something simple, just a list of these 3 groups, and start creating these meals for you. The first step is to get used to the actual act of eating in this manner, and then you will acquire that habit. Once you've acquired that habit, it will then slowly turn into a discipline. And if you can acquire the discipline to eat like that, it will become just part of your daily lifestyle. Your life, your day won't allow you to continue until you've done these things that you've made habit, okay? So look, guys, to break it down one more time: protein, carbs, fats, meats, fruits and vegetables, nuts, seeds, and oils. Good to go. If you have any questions about this, feel free to message us back, shoot us a call or text anytime. We're here for you guys. We're here for your success, and we hope you stay with it. Stay motivated. I'm out of here.